Hello, my little beeps and peeps. I don't know if you can tell by the intro or the title of my video, but I'm here to show you the new redesigns of my Persona slash OC. And before I start that, I want to announce that I got a new PNG that I created myself. The little sneak peek into my OC's new design. Anyways, let's get started on to the video. For a while now, I've been unhappy with my OCs and OC's designs. There has been a lot of aspects that didn't sit right with me anymore, like her hair. Ew! It was going to be the death of me. I couldn't get the angles correct even if I had my arm twisted backwards. So that was the first thing I tackled. I had a general shape and idea what I wanted for her hair. I wanted her hair to be short with bangs. I had different variations of her original style along with a longer option and some pigtails, which is a reference to her first design. It wasn't long before I settled on the little bangs that swooped to the left of her face and a shaggy pixie cut looking hairstyle. I don't even know what to call this. I kept most of her design the same, only changing a few details of her outfit and the pattern of her skin. Lily is supposed to be a dragon mixed with my own created species called the Damned. The Damned is a cursed society by ancient magic. These individuals lose all sense of self before the curse. They turn into these shadow creatures deprived of any personal features. They have lanky bodies, hooved feet, long thin tails. The few defining features vary among the Damned, or different variations of horns, the number of tails, the different color of their eyes and horns. I only have 2 OCs that follow the species requirement, but you'll hear about them later. I want to explain the reason why Lily doesn't betray any of the Damned attributes, and I kind of thought of how the gene pool would work. If 2 Damned individuals came together and had a child, that said child would come out looking like the parents, becoming a member of the Damned society. But if a Damned individual has a child with another species or race, that child will resemble the other race. That's as far as how that would work. I don't know if it will actually work, but I want it to work. Anyways, onto her outfit. I kept it mostly the same as the original. I made the jacket more vibrant and more baggy. I changed the backless leotard just to a tight backless crop top. I always liked the idea of her having lots of exposed skin because it's easier for her to shapeshift, because when she shapeshifts, the clothes rip off or fall off as she shifts. I kept the shorts from the original reference sheet. I've also added some navy blue stirrup thigh highs because I can. But enough about Lily, even though I want to tell you her story, but that'll be for another video when I figure out what kind of story I want to write. Now with the speed paint all finished, this is Lily Lynn. Theseus. Theseus, my sweet stoic boy. He was a pain in my butt to design. To hell for his redesign. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. He has little to no personality or even distinct stories. He always been just a stoic, possessive mafia man that's somehow been the lone survivor of a massive fire that miraculously killed everyone in said mafia. This is literally his Pinterest board I have for him. He is literally the male version of girls in anime that have no personality and a nice rack. He does have a nice rack, but that's not the only thing I want for him. At this point, his whole point of existence is to be one of Lily's love interests. So I tackled his body shape first because whatever I had going on the first time was not doing it. I wanted a tall and thick man, very similar to Vander from Arcane. I wanted muscular with a little bit of pudge, like Vander from Arcane. I added more muscle mass, more scarring, and I made his hair much longer than the first rough draft. You know like who? Ganondorf from Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom specifically. You thought I was going to say Vander, didn't you? I was going through his design like a breeze until I got to his outfit. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, men's fashion isn't the greatest with a variety. Like, it's literally just pants or shorts with a shirt, maybe a jacket with some basic shoes. So bland. But it just so happened to fit Theseus. I still wanted him to be a simple man. I've always loved the bad boy aesthetic, so I gave him a forest green long sleeve shirt with a black leather jacket. His pants were supposed to be tactical pants because I needed, the tactical booty. Editor Marlin here. I apologize for that joke. That joke was bad and it will not happen again. But I didn't give him that much detail for the sake when it comes to animation. Looking back on it now, he is very much inspired by Vander, Ganondorf, and for some reason Sam Hanna from NCIS Los Angeles, which, looking up them all next to each other, it kind of explains my type. Theseus has always been a half orc and half elf, which explains his size, tusks, and pointed ears. I've been recently exploring with different origins and figuring out which one would fit him best, and at the moment I'll keep that to myself because nothing is official yet. And that's all I have for Theseus. This is Theseus. Sarah. She changed the most. Her first design was a choice. I wanted more diversity when it came to hairstyles, and I always struggle tremendously with hairstyles, so I decided to make her black coated. With this idea, I gave her faux locks that wrap around the base of her horns and are half up and half down. I always loved the look of faux locks and wanted to try to draw them. I will say I am far from perfect when it comes to drawing POC hair, but I feel like I portrayed them decently here. Her outfit I kept similar, changing a few details. Her bat wing design on the bust and the lower half of the corset are now only on the lower half. I made the bust of the corset a straight line across. I kept her tight leather midi skirt the same. I originally wanted her to wear tights, but I wanted her to have the most skin exposed. It's the only way she feels comfortable on her own skin. I wanted her to have a gothic feel, but with the most exposed skin. Her shoes are just heeled boots. Nessera is more fleshed out compared to Theseus. She is a succubus, and because she is a succubus, Nessera is labeled as a homewrecker, a whore, a pinup. It's in her nature, they all say. Throughout her childhood and far into her adult life, she embraces it, making herself rich in the process. Starting off as a teen idol, growing into a nude model, becoming a sugar baby for whatever animal that throws money at her, she moves up in the world relatively quick. She was originally inspired by the song She Likes a Boy by Nadia, which still applies to her, but her story is now inspired by Marina, specifically the album Family Jewels. I don't have much to say on her design other than I just wanted to update her with my current art style. So, this is Nasira.